OK， 现在干嘛？突入银行，我觉得不行。大概讲弄掉吼。把所有的春天都揉进了一个清晨。
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Thank you, my dear. 这件好难看。What's up？ 就不偷了吧。千里之外不离开。
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Del Gado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get?
Nothing.
Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out. Oh, sure. First a tour, followed by formal dinner at the captain's table. Let's get one thing straight. You're here for business, not for a vacation, so let's start by talking about... Well, I'll be damned. So Neva's message said you would. Was that all she sent you here? Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place. I spent months manipulating the Durant Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dubrovsky, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But it looks like she said you were in her place. Yeah? Funny you're only bringing that up now. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? His credentials. So you're hitting the Gall Bank branch if you're going after a gold mine like that.
It would seem we have little choice in the matter. We should hear him out.
Well, I don't want money. I want... Fine. You want to play it that way and suit yourself. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Fortunately, the Siren to get what you need.
Oh no. Is shooting everyone an option? Alternately shooting ourselves to avoid it?
Take it easy. This card will allow you to access the star. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. He's a VIP executive, which means... Or he backstabbed lot. Well, you better learn. Oh, there's one last thing. Try, meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship. Anyway. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Oh, once I leave a strip down and you seasick you. If that doesn't put you... Now tell me... Okay. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can... I'd press her to reveal where the... And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember... Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
我好像没有纹礼服，我好像有，又好像没有咦。
You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard. There's nothing quite like the view from the Starfield boulder.
Stars shining bright above you. Whisper, I love you. Dream a little dream of me. Say 99 and kiss me. 哇哦，好漂亮哦！我穿这衣服对吗？
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the
好
Starlight.
棒哦
Quite a lovely starline.
！Starlight, starlight.
Nothing but the best for the society, huh?
Hello, are you a member of the society?
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't
Pleased
it?
to make your acquaintance. I'm a silver member of the society, but only 100,000 more credits and I hit the gold tier. Let's put it this way, he screwed over so many people. If he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him.
Sus.
Well, apparently the award is so valuable. Enjoy the rest of the event.
An open bar would have been nice. Try to get some outings for any credit you got.
Dig up any dirt on the Broski yet? As long as you remember. What's the status of your... Okay. Her name's Sheila Holbrook.
Sheila Holbrook.
And if you're thinking of pulling the... Go do something useful, okay?
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times. Or you won't
Where
have
is this
access to
Sheila?
the ballroom.
Oh my god.
Society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
Here for business or pleasure?
So, what brings you aboard?
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you that the route is quite safe.
Have you tried the
Oh,真的
canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
我觉得飞机飞过城市门楼，城市啊。
Quite a lovely Starliner.
Yes.
Nothing but the best
I'm
for the
extremely
society,
busy
eh?
preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Not at all. I was assured. I am completely. Probably in a few days. I don't. Of course, if I keep. Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Well, the Earth Savior Award. Since we can't produce, I supervise the transfer. Forget it. I refuse to have a repeat of. The winner's name is safely sealed away with the award itself, inside the master. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society? That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth. Besides what I already told you, I heard it's fit. It's a shame that the Earth ended its. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
The Society chair has really outdone herself.
Yes, he's some kind of a top dog over at Galbank. I heard he replaced someone that was caught running. I missed out on the award to someone else. Not much, other than the... Well, that was boring.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Larry likes to drop overly complex words into conversations. I'm sure he knows that it annoys people, but he does it anyway. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee. The Society is such a worthy... That's all then? Okay.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all creatures an open bar. His behavior towards women. Donations to the Society can be Sheila Holbrook is chair. Nice to have met you.
Have you tried the canapé?
The Society.
Horrid. Ugh. Positively horrid.
He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Is this about that feature SSN and run? Sheila Holbrook is chair. That's all then? Okay. So, what brings you aboard? An open book. He's been spending a lot of time. Nice to have met you.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
I'm moving along. I'm trying to enjoy the celebration. Yeah, can we do this later? I'm busy.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation,
Here for business
I need to
and
get back to my
pleasure.
duties.
He's been spending a lot of time with... Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions. If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the crew's attendants.
为什么我的衣服这样不对吧？呼啊！
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events above this. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for the society.
他都在楼上，这些人都在楼上。How did I get there?
The ship's purser can assist you in any matters regarding security.
If this is not the very definition of decadence, I do not know what is.
Glad to have you aboard. Welcome to the purser's. Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed. In the unlikely event, or in the even more unlikely event, this ship is destroyed. We can. So, as you can imagine. An excellent question. My responsibility. Honestly, I've only seen it briefly myself. Unfortunately, is there anything else? Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable.
Sorry, do I know you? Okay, that's a hell of a way to open a conversation. Why don't you cut the crap before I tell me? I can't believe this is happening. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but look, I've been in this business. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? You're not very bright, are you? I'm a grade C. If that's all... Are you kidding me? For God's sakes, next...
我是要存档妈的，教训我777。
Thanks for leaving me in a pan. Have you decided what it's gonna... If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch... Yeah, sure you are. What the hell? Dombrowski has us mixed up. Why should I trust you? You know what? Are you kidding me? For God's sakes, next time...
你们
Thanks for leaving me in a panic like that. Have you decided what it's gonna cost?
你们听到是李宇春。
If I give you dirt on that... What the hell? Dombrowski has us mixed up with the Crimson Fleet? Alright, you've made your point. You know, Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands...
I do not understand. Your anger is focused on Mr. Dombrowski, but clearly the failure of this plan rests on you as well.
If you had to work near him day in and day out, I think you'd understand. He's a disgusting pig, plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
Oh, angry isn't even... Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system. It was going well until I discovered Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying... I was going to confront him back on Jemison, but then he invited all expenses paid first. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Right. Okay.
I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized... Then the algorithm simply... The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right? Is something the matter with you? Yeah, hello?
Ayun.
Do you usually just stare at people like that?
Pimeo.
Is something the matter with you?
好了
I hope you hurt Dombrowski.
Sure, leave it to me 了。我要怎么得到 ID 呀？得到那个女人的 ID 还是 something？
Any complaints about your crews should be directed to one of the staff.
Hello, are you a member?
Must you continue these on... Excuse me? And why in good... And why in good... Not happening. Don't get bent out of shape. No, I can't. Oh, this is... I should say so.
Damn. 直接跑，不是我应该是要去跟他偷。Damn.
Any complaints about your crews should be directed to one of the staff.
Yes, whatever.
Must you continue? Excuse me? And why in good... And why in good... I'm glad you are... I'd like to tell you... This isn't getting... Oh, I should say so.
Ay, this is hard. 飞机飞过车水马龙的城市。
Any complaints about your crews should be directed to one of the staff.
Must you continue these... Excuse me? And why in good... And why in... Not happening. Is this really what we're doing? I hope I can trust... I hear you. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
把所有的春天都揉进了一个清晨。Oh.
If the rest of this ship is any indication, I imagine there is an incredible amount of wealth stored in here right now.
Oh, 奇怪的一个解法，直接给我冲上去跟他说，我不懂。
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
这里是哪里啊？
An open bar would have been nice.
Oh. 哎呦 ，fuck！
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Hello. You. Oh, absolute. I'm a firm believer, but Dombrowski, he's the exec holding. Yeah, sorry, I work for UC Security. Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little whatever you think you know about.
We both know exactly who you are.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for you,
If you are free soon, could we talk?
Yes, let's talk. Oh my god, we can talk now. 我为了什么做这些东西？还不是为了你。
It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But talking about this, remembering all those years, has brought back some unsettling memories. Thank you. That means a great deal to me. I have told you that I spent many years coordinating with smugglers along the edges of the settled systems.
You did. I know.
There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, I established relationships. They were not of the promised, but I considered them friends. Yes, I have found that to be true. It was, and is, still a surprise. You must understand, I was raised to believe that those who do not follow the Great Serpent do not matter. Or they are lost, their fate is fixed and grim. And yet here were these men and women with hopes and dreams, delights and aversions. It felt like a small betrayal of my people, of House Varun, but I cared for my friends. And then I lost them. It's not something I have much experience with. It was so sudden. We had met on a remote planet to transfer cargo. And zealots appeared in force, seemingly out of nowhere. There was barely time to react. So many were cut down immediately. I believe my years of training saved me, got me moving when others faltered. I retreated to my ship immediately. But I left them all behind. Aaron Bascom and Jada Wong. They were my friends, and I abandoned them. And in the years since, I have never looked for them. I have no doubt they were resourceful. Still, how badly were their lives damaged by that moment? In my time getting to know you, I have thought more and more of all this. How little sense it all made, how I never really knew what happened or what became of my friends. My connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust someone, to be there for them. And I can no longer live with not knowing. I need to finally pursue this. I would like you with me when I do. I do not know what we will find, but I know it will be easier with you at my side. Was there more? Thank you. That is... I'm sorry. I am not used to someone being so considerate on my behalf. I am not sure where I might be now, but I believe we should begin the search in Aquila City.
Sure.
That is where I last saw Aaron Bascom.
You've had your time to talk. Now piss off.
The society ship has really outdone herself this time.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society.
Starliner. 如果全世界我也可以放弃，至少还星之海妖号，我要把这个名字记下。星之海妖号。来自星海的消息，我爱上你，从很久很久开始。没有分手，怎么样？ 他的。
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Which is why he's threatening. We need hard evidence. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you about it. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice. I think the best chance we have will be manipulate a few controls and you can... This is one of Trident's premier Starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear, which I won't.
Your lack of commitment does not exactly fill me with confidence.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few loud... One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sunday... I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what... Anyway, I better start packing. On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cret stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet. There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starview Ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside. Don't you have somewhere to be?
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future societies.
This is well maintained, to be sure, but obviously the credits have all been spent on the areas the guests actually see.
Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you? A little. A few of the texts call this deck the dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner-class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong. The quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge. I'm the Siren's chief engine. Of course, this beauty is a cutting edge. Unfortunately, that means there's quite... Oh, so... Yeah, that'd be nice. Tell you what, maybe you can hold it. Remember not to touch anything, please.
Passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Much nicer in here now. Plenty of room.
Our security team would appreciate if you please shelter your cabin.
A sharp contrast from the crew quarters, is it not?
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? And even if I suddenly decided to... Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I could end up in jail.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report.
At least I walk away with something. All right. You have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it. I wasn't lying when I said I didn't know anything about your undercover work. All I can tell you is that there's more than a few... I mean, the UC is aware that the Crimson Fleet is a problem. Ikande's loaded with big-picture ideas. Well, since Claudia has been spending time to... On the other hand, I've got very... That's... You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
All passengers are being being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
All passengers.
You don't actually believe that I'd venture into such precarious criminal territory. I'm uncertain why you... Excellent, excellent. So, before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor, Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me. I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'm sure that you, in blunt terms, you have... I assume that's what...
Will there be much more of this? My head...
Well, I'm surprised you... The last... Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Oh, of course I trust you'll under... Now, if you'll excuse me...
If there is something I can do, please, say so. Always good to speak with a friend. Certainly. He is a quiet man. He valued his... Years ago, I had heard he was alive, but did not attempt to contact him.
The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please
I
report
hope
to your
this is
cabins
not a
in an
mistake.
orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I do not know. Not for... I admit, I have... House Varun is in a While this serves our interests, it was the most practical way.
The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please
Well, looks like everything...
and proceed to your cabin.
I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell... You know, I'm still wondering exactly... Ah, so he told you to keep it from me. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I... Anyway, I suppose there's nothing I owe you. Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, well, I suppose...
Ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive... Give further instructions.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
You've already ruined our scheme. What else do you want?
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill.
不要这么说。找不到路你，可以直接移动。到底怎么去啦？讨厌呢。
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabin. Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
What 到底嘞？哦，我直接起笑，我要怎么去？不是从包润走。
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Who the hell shut down the life support?
Who?
I need to pack up and get out of here.
We're free and clear for flight.
We're asking.
everyone to take care of any leeches on their ships. We don't want any terrible storming through.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please
I am thankful to you. I do not like being in small, enclosed spaces.
By the way, Captain, sorry to judge you,
The lives of nearly every individual in the settled system.
飞机飞过车水马龙的城市，千里之外。
Hello, welcome to the... Just one moment while I fill. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal you. Shh. Look, Ecliptic busted in here and said something about letting you walk into the yard. I'm supposed to let you in, and then just...
什么？进来几个杀几个。
Coward. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
都拿走了。那么厉害哦！
I'm afraid, due to recent legislative action, welcome to UC Distribute. I hope we have...
5000块 certainly. 不行，这东西不能卖。无聊的东西都是可以的。千里之外不遗憾。没钱啊！
Back to it then.
无路用个查某。
Problem?
You're only a safe. I would never dream of selling subs. Yes, by all means. See you around.
Something to report?
Up there, huh?
Hope you're finding everything you need. If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Scratch the paint.
Next time you see Bob, tell him to let me know.
You wanna kick back? Avoid the last note.
I always thought heat leeches were just pets.
Those mission boards aren't going to clear themselves.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, neighbor, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, Let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
Approaching that in... well, in any ship would be suicide.
I just said the place...
Both of you shut up and think for a second.
This sounds like a goddamn...
That's the spirit, Rook. Neva, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder.
That transponder is military grade. But, before we grab that little...
All right, here is the... Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that comm spike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this...
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jad. Best we can.
All right, that is enough. Now, both of you.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me. Better get a move on before Dale sees you slacking. We'll have the whole settled systems on the run someday. Thanks for making me look good. The fleet's the only family you need. Those crabs ain't gonna steal them. Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves. Thanks for making me look good. We'll have the whole settled systems on the run someday.
I got a bounty so big, the Trackers Alliance had to beef up their servers just to keep tabs on it. Yeah?
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award? Or am I gonna be very Well, look at that. Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't. Anyway. All right, Fleet. We've all got work to do. Better get a move on before Dale sees you slacking.
You've got stuff to smuggle. I've got the stuff to hide it. Every captain here's earned their stripes. Bleeding.
Too many missions. Not enough time.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
released. Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place. All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Excuse me.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume? Yes, and I have...
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives.
Speaking of which, let me see what you got. So the Legacy went down at Bannock 4.
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. It sounds like you have... He's kept ahead of us by murdering our past informants, so...
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM... They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking.
There must be an information leak. I'll see what I can...
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Tofton... My superiors are stubborn. We need more evidence that... I don't see the point. Any attempt to move the comm... Perfect. Just stick with the plan.
Heard you made off with something called the Earth's Savior Award. Damn pirates.
This mission is going to require discretion on a number of fronts.
Quite a long history to this place. It is a testament to humans' refusal to concede defeat in the face of adversity.
Nobody's allowed outside the city wall.
I can't believe Brady did such a bonehead.
He is not here. I am disappointed, but relieved somehow. You're right. I'm sorry. Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
If you got credits, spend them with Ethan. Or leave. If you're here about the bloodstain, I'll get to it when I get to it. You'd better know your limit. You ain't here looking for Erin. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon. I heard you ain't deaf. She didn't ruin Aaron's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere? No? Were you there? Aaron told this story so many damn times over the years, I feel like it sure as hell was. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damn zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough. Look, I've seen all kinds of sad sacks over the years. Most of them brought it on themselves. He was no different. Got himself in over his head, mixed up in something he shouldn't have been. Still, not pretty to watch the slide down afterwards. Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla too, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove them.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you where you stand. You're right. We should focus on finding him.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
We have something to go on, at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience. Yes, I had not considered that his absence would affect others in the same way. It is better to overlook her reaction, then. I'm eager to reach Hyla too, and speak to Aaron. Certainly. Find the interior of this ship comforting.
Beginning landing cycle.
你到底会不会 reload 啊？
You can't hope to win.
不如我击击嘞，烂死，会不会？
I thought I saw something. I need to be sure.
I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Oh, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jade Wong. I am sure of it. This cannot all be true. ship you can... Succeed at that before we are discovered. You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way. She has been for as long as I have... Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. As time went on, she was sharp. A skilled pilot. I am not surprised. We need to find... I've discovered something else. And I do not know what to make of it. Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him. That they knew where to look for him. His fears were well-founded. If the Zealots did indeed come for him. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik. Yes, I do. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Baroon. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Baroon, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him. Perhaps. He could have reached out. We must first make sure. Let us head for the... Either she is here, or someone.
Good to see you. Yes, of course.
I really did think this place would see a bit more action.
Sind also.